Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's topic we have suffixes. I am an English teacher, Mahliya. Today there are 5 main topics we are going to cover. The first, inflectional and derivational suffixes. Second, noun and adjective suffixes. The next, verb and adverb suffixes, 6 suffix rules and exercise. Let's dive into each topic, and you can learn in detail. Here are some explanations and examples. The first, we focus on inflectional suffixes. Inflectional, grammatical. For example, changing singular to plural or changing present to past. For example, car, cars, cars in plural, work, worked, past tense. In this case, the basic meaning of the word does not change. Inflectional is grammatical. Pay attention to this table. The first column is suffixes, s, en, s, ed, en, and so on. The next, grammatical change. The next, original word, suffixed word. The topic is derivational suffixes. Derivational, the new word has a new meaning, derived from the original word. For example, teach, teacher, care, careful. Let's look at this table. At this table, there are some noun-forming suffixes. For example, shen, hesitate, hesitation. For example, divide, division, teach, teacher, music, musician, sad, sadness. Next table is adjective, adverb, verb suffixes. Let's look at noun suffixes. There are other suffixes that we can use to create nouns, such as to use, user, to conduct, conductor, to type, typist, to compile, a compiler, and so on. And other words, for example, to converse, conversation, to inform, information, to develop, development, to measure, measurement, and so on. And the next, you can look at this table. In this table, you are seeing some suffixes, they make a noun. For example, florist, chemist, geography, foreigner, differ, difference, and so on. Let's look at adjective suffixes. Adjective suffixes can be formed from nouns, verbs, and even other adjectives by adding a prefix or a suffix. For example, if you add able to solve, you create the adjective solvable. Let's look at common adjective suffixes. In the first column, you can see some suffixes make adjective. First one is al, accidental, educational, historical. Next, able or able, flammable. Next is an or en, agrarian, simian. Next is airy, customary. Next one, full, beautiful, wonderful, skillful, and so on. And the last is athletic, historic, fantastic, and so on. And for example, reports suggest that 11 soldiers were killed by accidental fire from their own side. Next, focus on verb suffixes. Verb-forming suffixes. The first one is ate, next one em, ife, or ize, meaning become or make. Eradicate, enlighten, terrify, civilize. These suffixes are very helpful to make different verbs. For example, facilitate, and so on. Next topic is adverb suffixes. First adverb suffix is ly, meaning in a manner. For example, happy, happily, strange, strangely. Next adverb suffix is would, meaning manner and direction of movement. For example, onward, backwards, eastwards. A typical example is that the storm is moving slowly eastwards. Next is wise, meaning in a manner of. For example, clockwise, weather-wise, education-wise. Okay, students, we can continue 6 suffix rules. First one is suffix rule number 1. Double the final consonant. For example, begin, beginning, chat, chatter. Rule number 2. When a word ends in silent E, drop the E if the suffix begins with a vowel. For example, drive, driving, use, use. Rule number 3. When a word ends in silent E, keep the E. Like, likely, use, useless, hope, hopeful. The suffix begins with a consonant. Rule number 4. When a word ends in CE or GE, keep the E if the suffix begins with A or O. Notice, noticeable, change, changeable. Suffix number 5. Rule number 5. When a word ends with Y, change it to I, except when the suffix is ing. Baby, babies, duty, dutiful, cry, crying. Rule number 6. When a word ends with a vowel before the Y, keep the Y. Boy, boys, play, played, enjoy, enjoyment. Exceptions also it has. Day, daily, say, said. I hope you enjoyed the lesson about suffixes. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Goodbye, see you later again.